I'm going to be drinking some tea during this video because I am hoarse. So as the title of this video suggests, we're going to be talking only about Pacifica makeup today. Well, not really only. There are a couple things that I'm missing from the brand to be able to do a full face, but I decided that the things that I'm missing, I'm going to pull from other brands that are super affordable. So the whole look ends up being like kind of drugstore makeup. I put this in wrong. We're going to start with the Pacifica Crystal Primer. I have not used this in a while, so I'm kind of excited to like have a reason to use it again. Thank you to you guys for watching my Pacifica video so much. That is one of the videos on my channel that is doing the best right now, which is kind of what inspired this video for me. I thought, if you guys liked that Pacifica video, I did a little bit more of a full face in that one, so the point and purpose of this one is going to be, I think, just a little bit more of like a bronzy and natural finish kind of face. Today, I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to use the Pacifica Ultra CC Cream. We're just going to start here, and I'm going to get a full pump of this on my hand. And then, since we're kind of going for a bronzy look, I'm going to go into the Pacifica Get Lit Multi Highlight in the shade Topaz, which is very bronzy, as you can see. Oh boy. Okay. This is dripping anyway. Come on. There we go. It's really frustrating because this product is actually one of my favorite products from Pacifica, the Topaz highlight, but the dropper on it is horrible. So if you guys haven't tried the CC cream from Pacifica, it has a little bit of SPF in it. It's like an SPF 17, I think. And I love this thing. I use it so much more than the Light Clean Foundation, if I'm just being honest. That, I think, was a little too little, especially using a damp sponge, which soaked up some of the product. So I'm going to go in with one more pump of this and another 2 drops, which is what I did originally, if you didn't see it, with the Topaz highlight. And I'm going to put this all over the face. Okay, so as you can see, that's just kind of like a nice wash of coverage, which is exactly what I want most days. That's just kind of the kind of everyday makeup person that I am. So then the next step is to go in with the Pacifica Liquid Cover Full Coverage Lasting Concealer. I don't actually find this full coverage. I have it in the shade 20 NF, and it is definitely nice. I like it quite a bit, and I do like other liquid concealers. It's just a tip I've learned. I like to let liquid concealers kind of dry down a bit before actually blending them out, and I find that that helps a lot with this concealer too. But I would describe this as kind of like a medium coverage, but I by no means would describe it as full coverage, even by clean beauty standards. Okay, so I'm gonna sip my tea for a minute. I'm gonna go in with this damp sponge in a second, but we're gonna let this dry down a little bit before blending it in. If you saw my protruding eyes video, my protruding eye like makeup video, then you know that I put concealer like on the side of the bridge of my nose for a reason, because I feel like it kind of helps offset my protruding eyes. But that is the exact reason why in makeup looks like this, I also blend that last, because that's where I want the most coverage. Okay guys, so we are going to powder this concealer and the kind of like the dewy parts of the face that I don't want as much dew on. And I'm actually really excited to show you guys this product again, because I brought up this is the Pacifica Cherry Velvet Matte Translucent Setting Powder, I think is the full name of it. I did put it in my feels video because this has so much scent to it that it does assault the senses. I think that's something Pacifica in general is just really guilty of. So if you are super sensitive to scent and your skin actually like breaks out because of scent, then I do not recommend this product. However, and you can thank Alexa Blake for this, I've been watching her videos lately and she has been talking about this powder, about how it is like good quality, and because of that she's kind of convinced me to pull it out and use it on my channel a little bit more, because I felt like putting it in my fails video, I think it deserved to be there because the scent really is like, it's probably the strongest scent that I have in my makeup collection right now out of any of the products that I'm using. And all of the scented products that I have, all of the worst offenders in that category are all from Pacifica pretty much. But as I said in my fails video, this does work. It actually is a pretty nice powder. I would recommend like the Honest Beauty powder instead of this, just because the scent isn't there. The Honest Beauty powder has no fragrance, and it is like just as finely milled in my opinion, but this is super finely milled and it does a good job. More tea. I'm just going to be sipping tea in between every single step of my makeup routine today. So I don't have a bronzer or a blush from Pacifica. I guess the like Get Lit Multi Highlight is kind of a bronzer effect, but it is very highlighty. So I wanted to pull products from my stash that aren't Pacifica necessarily, but are still affordable for today. The first thing I thought of when it came to bronzer was the Butter Bronzer. This is a lot of people's favorite affordable clean bronzer. However, in my opinion, Physicians Formula is a little sketchy right now, and so I'm not going to be using them as much on my channel. I do really like this product though. It does well. It also has a lot of scent to it. But then when I was thinking about other products that I could recommend to you that are super affordable, I thought of these e.l.f. primer infused blush and bronzer sets. And so I think that this is what I'm going to use today on my face. And it's been a little while since I've used these on my channel. I want to do another e.l.f. video, mainly because my other e.l.f. video was so rambly and long. It was just kind of before I got used to, I don't know, being on YouTube and cutting down my videos a little bit. So if you do go back and watch that one, it has some good content. I'm switching up brushes. I was doing like a flat topped brush, but I'm gonna go in with this like traditional blush brush. I've been using this a lot for bronzer lately. My e.l.f. video that is still up on my channel is like 30 something minutes long, I think, and it does have a lot of really great information in it. It's just a very rambly kind of get ready with me. The background is a little sketchy too. I was still figuring things out. And so if you want to watch that, go watch it, but I think I might do another e.l.f. video for you guys sometime soon, just to kind of give you something a little bit more concise, with a nicer overall like video quality too. But as far as these two e.l.f. products that I'm going to be using in the video today, I really like this bronzer. I think maybe a little bit more than the blush, just because it is pretty light, as you can see. And I feel like all of my other bronzers aren't this color. It just, I don't know, I guess it's just unique in my collection, and that's why I'm enjoying it so much. I feel like I make this disclaimer in all of my videos when I use e.l.f., but e.l.f. isn't the cleanest brand out there. But if you're just now trying to get into like cruelty-free and eco-friendly and clean makeup in general, e.l.f. does use, in my opinion, minimal ingredients in their products, which is pretty cool because at least there isn't as much fluff as there is in other drugstore makeup brands. I don't agree with all of the products that they use, but they also, I think, are pretty like sensitive skin friendly, in my opinion. I have sensitive skin, I do, and they work pretty well for me. Ooh, do I want to put bronzer and blush on the eyes today? I think the answer is yes. I do have my Pacifica Cosmic Hemp Infused shadows that I'm going to play around with as well, but I think that this could be a cool base. Then I'm going to go in with this primer infused blush. So this is in the shade Always Rosy, and I think this is Forever Sunkissed. Yeah, so the bronzer is Forever Sunkissed, but I'm gonna go in with this Always Rosy shade. So as you can see, it's kind of a pale pink, and I do like this blush. I just have not reached for it a ton, and frankly, I don't think I've used it enough to really give you an amazing opinion of it. Sorry, I'm like backing away from the viewfinder to be able to kind of see the like overall effect, because I do want this to look blended. So for this very bronzed, kind of sun-kissed natural look, I am definitely taking the blush up on my nose quite a bit. I'm really packing it on the upper part of the cheeks. I'm not going to be blending it down here very much. And then I'm going to be hitting this area up here pretty substantially with the blush. And then of course I'm just going to kind of dab this onto the eyes. Alright guys, so that is kind of like the base down. I am going to go into eyes in a second, but I kind of want to hit the whole face with this Crystal Dew setting spray. It's just like rose quartz and flower extracts for all skin types. This is from Pacifica, and I'm going to hit the whole face with this before going into eyes or anything, just because that's what I'm in the mood to do today. Also, I'm not going to speed through this part of spraying onto my face because I want you guys to hear the longevity of the spritzer on this. Listen to this. That was one spray. It's just, it has a lot of pressure, so it goes down slowly, and it's a very fine mist. This is so nice. If there was a little less fragrance in it, I would love it even more, but this isn't the worst fragranced product from Pacifica. So I'm just going to go in with my damp sponge again and blot all these products together. Okay, now we are ready for this eye palette. So you guys have seen me talk about this on my channel before, unless you're new here, maybe you haven't, but these are really interesting palettes from Pacifica. I guess this is the only one I've ever tried from them. I've heard that the formulation across their palettes is pretty similar. I don't recommend using a brush with these palettes. A couple of the shades in here work well with a brush and some don't. And the most frustrating part about these palettes for me is that they kind of differ shade to shade on kickback and pigmentation. It's it's kind of a free-for-all. You don't know what to expect. In my last Pacifica video, I guess the only other one that I've posted on my channel, I ended up trying to use my fingers to apply these and just do more of like a wash of color. Obviously, I can't be as precise that way, but that actually worked a lot better. So I think for a bronzed look, I still want to like keep up the glow. So I'm going to go on the Star Child. This is what it looks like on my hand. So I think you can see the like pink reflect in there a little bit better. And I'm just going to use this as a wash of color all over the lids. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is more pigmented when I use my fingers, I think. But I'm gonna just try to like take a bit of that on the tip of my finger and like work it into the lower lash line just a bit. Okay, you guys can't see Jet, and it took a little while for me to set this whole setup up, so I don't want to move the camera, but he's sitting on all of my makeup just right here, right now. He's just sitting on it. Are you a makeup beauty guru kitten? You want to be beauty guru? You can be on the TV. Oh, can I have the socks too? Oh, thank you. Oh. Say thank you, Dad. Both boys. You can be beauty guru cat too. What were we even about to do? Gosh, Samantha. Okay, so we're trying to finish up eyes. These are the products I'm going to be using. So I have a Pacifica eye pencil. I was going to use this just to kind of smudge it into the lash line, but I actually think I'm going to skip that. So I am going to use my favorite eyebrow gel. I think it is my favorite out of all of the ones I own. This is the Stunning Brows Eyebrow Gloss and Set. I really recommend this. The only thing that kind of sucks about these really two different shades that they have from Pacifica in this product is that one is golden brown, which I have. We also have a clear brow gel, I think, in that line, which I don't think that's very inclusive. I don't know. If you have any kind of hair color besides brown, then I don't think that this is going to work super well for you, or you might have to go with the clear one. And I like this one because it gives a bit of a tint. So maybe I'll need to try the clear one for you guys at some point, since that's really your only other option besides this, and just kind of tell you what I think of it. But since I do have really, really thin brow hairs for a Lebanese chick, I am Lebanese, by the way. I'm partially Lebanese, that's why. My eyes are so sunken. And I have a big ol' schnoz. Surprisingly, my hair is really thin, especially on my face. And it's funny because my sister is not that way. The other women in my family are not, but because of that, I like to use more tinted gels just to bring a little bit of definition to my brows when I do use it. So I don't use clear brow gels very often. For mascara, I decided to pick up the Well People Expressionist mascara. This is not their newer volumizing mascara. I've heard that one is not as good, but this is kind of like an OG favorite in the clean beauty community. So I'm gonna go in with this really fast. Alright guys, so that is the Well People Expressionist mascara. I think I got it on my lid, but you know what? Oh yep, definitely did. That is eyes done, and really I think the only thing that we have left is to move on to lips. So let me bring out what I do have from Pacifica. I have not decided what I'm actually going to be using today for this, but I think I want to go with this one because it's been a little while since I've used this. This is their Plushes Liquid Mineral Lipstick in the shade, I think it's in the shade Breathless, but they don't actually have the shades written on their packaging, which I wish they would change. I really love this formula, and the last time I checked on the Pacifica website, they're actually getting rid of this. So they have it in their like last call section. I don't know how long it'll be there. I think it's been there for a couple months though. They're just trying to like get rid of the rest of the stock that they have. I'm glad I did this video because now you guys kind of see, compared to my other Pacifica video, how the brand can be versatile and how it can be played down to do something a little bit more natural, which is a little bit more realistic for me, at least in my everyday life. This is the kind of makeup that I more enjoy doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is the end of this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.